But I can't imagine having a gun in my house, you know? I can't, like, physically imagine having a gun in my house and not just... You know what I mean? I'm not even that depressed. I'm just really curious, and I know I'll do something stupid. You know, like take like irresponsible selfies, just... If this doesn't get 50 likes, this Whole Foods is gonna be haunted, you know? I like that joke because it got really dark and some of you went there. And some of you are like, is he suicidal? No, not at all. Never done the suicidal thing. That's a weird thing. I've been sad. I don't know what depressed means. You know what? I know what bummed out means. I've been bummed out. You ever like open up the freezer because you're like, oh, I think I remember there being some ice cream. And you open it up and there's nothing, and you're like, I've had that feeling a lot. I've never had that feeling along with like Googling how to tie a noose. Like, I think that ceiling fan will hold me. Like I've never had that. I just go, oh, that's a bummer. It's a fucking bummer.
I didn't do much today. I was watching that show on Netflix, Love on a Spectrum. You like that? Love on the Spectrum? It's where the autistic people date. It's adorable. There's a spin-off on that. It's the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. Those two belong together. One dresses like a pirate, the other likes taking a dump in a bed. Like, they're on the show, I think. I think they're on the show more than they know. I don't know if you guys have been watching the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. I've been watching every day, every episode. I think they're getting back together. Sometimes people are perfectly toxic for each other, and that's who they are. They're perfectly insane for each other. One's suing the other one for $50 million. The other one's like, I'll sue you for $100 million. And it's like, you guys belong together. You ever had a friend in a toxic relationship and you try to get them out? He's like, oh, I gotta get my TV back. And you're like, no, we'll get other TVs. Like, that was my grandmother's television. That's what they're like. They just belong together. One dresses like a pirate, the other one takes a dump in a bed. Who would enjoy a dump in the bed? Except someone who dresses like a pirate. It makes perfect sense. I don't know, they belong together. Just one needs to go to AA and the other one needs to get a litter box. And I think they can figure out their issues. I don't know. I do like that show, Love on a Spectrum. It's very sweet. And it's just funny, but you're not laughing at them. It's like a warm kind of laugh where you're like, this is just a fun show and it makes you feel good. Like the way the Andy Griffith Show used to make you feel when you were a kid. You're just whistling and there's no song playing and you're like, hell yeah, this feels good. But if you watch enough of Love on the Spectrum, you sit there and you're like, am I? Like if you watch enough, you're like, I've also had awkward first dates. Like... I've also gotten stumped and just went, well, what is your favorite color? Because you've never been on a weird first date? Like, we've all had a little bit, you know? I'm sorry, everyone's Rico Suave in this audience. Like, no, we're usually finger banging before the desserts show up. Everyone's got a little bit of it. I also watch Murder. I either watch Love on the Spectrum or Murder. Those are the two things I like on Netflix. I like the serial killers on Netflix. I don't know if you guys watch the serial killers. I loved it. I just watched the John Wayne Gacy one, who was so good. I know it's a weird thing to say about someone who killed a lot of people, but it was so good. It's fascinating. It's amazing. Like, he couldn't have gotten away with that today. He was able to lure young men over to his house because he had a pool table and some weed. Like, that wouldn't work today. You can't go up to some 19-year-old, you want to come over? I have a pool table and some marijuana. Like, what? I have a smartphone and I'm microdosing on shrooms as we speak. I don't think you have anything to offer me. John Wayne Gacy couldn't make a friend today, like, if he wanted to. He was perfect for then, you know? It's kind of sad, because I watch all the murder documentaries, and we're running out of serial killers. We're running out. We need more, you know? That's like, serial killers are a past thing. That's 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. We don't have them anymore. We have mass shooters now, which that's not a documentary. There's no story, you know? Mass shooters are a perfect assessment of today's society. Everyone wants to be famous, but no one wants to do the work. You know what I mean? Like, anybody can kill 50 people at once. That's protected by the Constitution. Try killing 50 people over 10 years while getting away with it, then you get the documentary. John Wayne Gacy has a documentary. He had to be charming. He got a pool table. He had to learn magic. What documentary do you make about a mass shooter? He didn't blink a lot. And then the UPS driver delivered the gun. And you're like, this is lame. Because they are lame. Thanks so much for coming out, everybody, to this golf course, clubhouse. I don't know. I like having my shows in weird places, and this is a weird place. Drive through a rich neighborhood and take a left. Those are the directions. Drive past a bunch of houses you probably don't live in, and then hook a left. And walk into the building without the lights on. Walk into that building and watch comedians perform under this weird Illuminati symbol that's over my, I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. Just watching in the back and I'm like, do they drink baby blood in this community? What is that? What kind of weird? That is the family crest of the whatever community, a Highland Parkway. I like it. Who lives here? Clap it up if you. Oh, you guys live here. All right. Okay. There's more than I thought. All right. You know what I like about you guys? That's a really richy-looking neighborhood. And by looking at the houses and just seeing how you guys act, I'm like, they don't live here. These are some down-to-earth people right here. I like it. I grew up in the trailer park, so every time I drive through a rich neighborhood, I always just get self-conscious. I'm like, they're going to be able to tell, you know? They're going to be able to tell. He's going to not call it a garage. He's going to call it like a carport or something. And then everyone's going to know that he grew up in the trailer park. One trailer dude over there, he's laughing pretty hard at that. The carport. You don't have a garage in the trailer park, you have a carport. So nice to be here. This is my first time performing in Charlotte, so it was very nice. Yeah. I've been to your airport many times, connecting, and I always know when I'm at that airport because it's just rocking chairs. It's the only airport in the country that's like, how about some rocking chairs? We'll put them against the window so people can hang out like Meemaw before their flight. You know how ominous that looks if you're not ready for that? Like you're connecting from some other city and there's just people and wrong and just watching planes take off. Here comes another. It's just a weird thing. I like it. There's a Chick-fil-A on every corner out here. I like it. You guys have Chick-fil-A's in this town like everyone else has Starbucks. You're like, we got enough caffeine. How about some chicken sandwiches? Every once in a while you get itchy and you're like, I need another chicken sandwich. It's wonderful. I landed yesterday. We came in yesterday. We did a show here last night. And yesterday when we landed, we had a medical emergency on our flight. I've never been on a flight where they're like, do we have a medical emergency? We landed and someone hit the call button. And the flight attendant was like, if that's an emergency, hit it again. And they just went bang, bang, bang. And then like SEAL Team 6, like a bunch of flight attendants came running with just napkins, because that's all they have. All right, they don't know what they're walking into, but they do know all they have is napkins. So they just came down, napkins, and then they looked at the situation. I was like in the middle of the plane. This is like 10 rows ahead of me. We can't see. And then the flight attendant looks and then just yells out, "Is there a doctor on board?" And I was like, "Oh, this is real. Is there a doctor on board?" And I'm like, "Wait a second, this is a Southwest flight. There's going to be any doctors on board. We got to choose our own seats. Are you sure? You should know that. You're wearing the emblem. You know what we're flying on. There's no doc." And you know what? There was a doctor. He came running from behind me, and I was like, "Really? C group? That's who's coming to? That's what we got to help in this situation?" And it was wild. We couldn't see what was going on. I could tell it wasn't serious because the doctor was just doing a lot of this, just a lot. Yep. All right. And then so we could tell it wasn't that serious, but we still couldn't get off the plane. They had to like get her off with like medical personnel. And the worst part is they never told us what happened to her. We just had to pretend. We just had to use our imaginations. Was it a panic attack? Did she give birth? We have no idea. We're just in the back making up rumors about this woman. And now I'm telling them at a country club. You know, I don't know what happened to her. They never told us. They just wheeled her off. And it's so weird because, like, I had compassion for her, you know, later. You know, I didn't have compassion initially because we were on an airplane, and that's where you don't like people, you know. What is it about airports and airplanes where you're like, you just look around and you're like, man, the virus wasn't strong enough, apparently. You just look at a crowded airport and you're like, it was weak. It was weak if you ask me. How did that guy make it? That guy's still alive? And that's how I felt, and I felt guilty feeling that way, but that's how you feel, you know? You land, as soon as we landed, and there's a medical emergency, my first thought was like, at least I don't have a connection to make here. That was my initial thought, and I felt guilty for feeling that way, and then I was like, wait a second, if that was me, I would want people to be concerned, and not just be like, you know, don't they have a back door on this thing? Couldn't we just out the back door, and then we can skedaddle out the front? I don't see why we all have to wait. I already know you're not going to tell me what happened. Like, why won't you tell me what happened? That was yesterday. Finally, we got off the flight. We hopped into the rental car. I got a badass rental car. I'm driving a Dodge Challenger. It's just full of balls. I drive a Honda Fit at home, and I just feel like a man. I feel like my testicles have grown 3 sizes. Remember like how the Grinch's heart grows when he learns love and acceptance? That's how I feel driving this, except my testicles swelled with all this toxic masculinity. Look at all this. Everything's facing the driver. Yeah, it's parked out front, and it's amazing. All right, just so you know, at home I drive a Honda Fit. That is, in case you're wondering what tax bracket I am in, I have a Honda Fit. I still owe $7,000 on it. That is the tax bracket I am in, and now I'm just in I don't know if it's a Hemi, but I've been saying Hemi a lot. No one's asked, and I've been like, Hemi, you know? I just remember the commercial from 10 years ago, and I'm just yelling Hemi at strangers. And it feels amazing. As soon as we got into the car, my fiance and I hopped in, and my voice just got deeper. Like I didn't even know what it was. Something about the vehicle and the testosterone just coming through the steering wheel. And we were checking out. You know, you got to go through the little thing. And the girl in the thing was like, "Would you like to do the prepaid fuel?" I was like, "Yes, I would." And just like it just came out. And then she's like, "You're good to go." And then I hit the gas, but the car was still in park, so I just revved the engine. And my fiance was like, "That's who you really are, right there." That little, "Yes, I would," that was all a facade. The real Zoltan came out. The estrogen came back to the top and overrode the, "Yes, I would." That's actually how it happened. I went, "Yes, I would," and then I hit the gas with it in park, and I went, "Oh, whoopsie." So I went from "yes, I would" to whoopsie. Oopsie daisy, had it in old park there. It was nice. It was fun driving around the South with a big old car, just pulling into a Chick-fil-A. You know, I just felt like I was wearing a Letterman jacket. You know, I was just back, the pregnant cheerleader riding shotgun, just like, hell yeah. I'm sorry, did that hit too close to home? I apologize. I was playing my own music video in my head when I was doing that. But here's the thing, I've been with Bank of America for a long time, since 2003 when I got my first job in high school. What was that? Whoa, a light just fell out. All right, I get it. Too many Illuminati jokes. That was the Hollywood Kabbalah getting back at it, or whatever. I don't even know what I just said. Yeah, that just went zap and fell down. Good Lord. Did that give you a little chill in there? Oh, it's Chris Rock. You get it? Oh, that lady just did you do it? Oh, you got it. There it is. All right. Well, I don't have any jokes about light bulbs, so that's the end of that segment. That would have been a great lead-in if I had some great 40-watt light bulb jokes, but I got nothing. How many comedians does it take to unscrew a light bulb? See, I told you I didn't have anything. Very nice. Very nice to be here. I'm glad you guys all got my Truth Social Evites. The one guy got that. Hell yeah. Is anyone on Truth Social? Has anyone figured out that login process? That is the social media thing Trump started, and dude, it doesn't work. I tried to log in because, spy a little, find out. I want to know when the next thing's happening so I can be ready, know where not to be when the next one's going down. So I tried to log in, and it doesn't work. They're like, give us your email, we'll send you a login. And I didn't get the email for a week, and I'm like, they need some liberal engineers, is what they need. That's why you got to reach across the aisle sometimes. Because all the good engineers are a bunch of libs. That's who they are. You can tell technology is more of a lefty thing. You can tell based on the right-leaning memes. You can tell. Because the memes from the right, a little pixelated, all right? They could use a phone call to Silicon Valley and go like, how do I change the resolution? Dad, that's why you got to reach across the aisle. They need some liberal engineers and like an advertising team. Truth Social, that sounds like a church dance, doesn't it? Truth Social sounds like a dance a church is putting on to compete with homecoming. They're like, everyone's going to get pregnant at homecoming. We're putting on our own dance. It is Truth Social. It will be done at an arm's length distance. That's how we dance. It will be truth. It's so nice to be here. We're out. We're celebrating. We got California. I think we got the masks to be over. And as soon as we threw them away, World War III started. That's how that happened. As soon as we threw our masks, like, oh, a helmet now? Nice. Move that mask, put on that helmet. I have no idea what's going on. I'm Hungarian, so my friends have been asking me. I was born in Budapest, they're like, what's going on in Russia? And I'm like, what? No, I don't know anything. I don't know. And they're like, well, ask your mom. My mom doesn't know. What do you think? She's friends with Putin on Facebook? Like, what do you want? I don't know what he's doing. I do feel bad for the Ukraine because no one's helping. Everyone's just kind of like we dropped off some weapons But we're like, we're not going to fire him, but there you are. It's a real half-ass way. It's like every karate movie where the karate master sees the kid's ass get kicked and he could simply just jump in and go, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like, but instead, I'm going to train you for 6 months and then you can do this fight yourself. It's like, why don't we just go kick their ass right now? See, everyone, I was like, we don't know. It just seems really half-assed. It's like watching your neighbor do yard work. You know, like he could use some help, and you just drop off a shovel. Like, good luck with that. We're gonna watch from the window. He's using that shovel pretty good. Yeah, 90 Day Fiance, which is like, if you don't know that show, that's like where people from third world countries come over and sleep with our ugliest citizens. It's like a sexual fear factor, is what it is. They're like, how badly do you want to leave your country? You willing to sleep with this guy? Yeah. He breathes out of his ears somehow. We don't know how he does it. So we were watching that show. I love it. And then it's fun because they get to go through typical relationship issues. And then my fiance and I watch it, and then it makes us feel better about our relationship. And I think that's what's good about these dating shows. You watch somebody having a bad time, and you're like, well, we got each other. We're doing it right. Look at those losers over there. Not us. We're doing amazing. There's a little person on this season. This guy flew from Arizona to possibly marry a little person. And as we were watching that, my fiance goes, if I was a little person, would you date me? No. No, I wouldn't. And she got offended. She's like, that's wrong. You can't say that. And I'm like, are you serious? You wouldn't date me if I was 2 inches shorter. If I was 2 inches shorter, you would have been like, pass. And you're like, she's like, you're right. You did just make the cut. And I'm like, I know. So don't you dare judge me for me being honest. But yeah, I don't know. I'm getting older. I'm not older. 35 isn't old, but I'm changing. You know, I'm changing. I'm slowly turning into a Republican. I can feel it. I can feel it. I think it happens naturally. You know, I'm 34 going on 35. I'm straight. I'm white. It just comes up, and I'm like, we need some order. Like it just. I'm trying to fight it, but it creeps up. I realized it was happening because they put in bike lanes in my neighborhood, and I was ready to write to the mayor. It was a mayor I voted for, and he's like, I'm going to put in bike lanes. I'm like, that's cool with me. I don't ride a bike, but I know people enjoy it, so put in the bike lane. And I voted for him. And he didn't mention that if we put in the bike lane, we're going to lose a lot of parking. And I found that out naturally by trying to go around and do stuff. And I'm like, all the parking's just painted red, and it's just bike lanes. And no one's in them. There's no one riding a bike, and it's just me and 10 cars circling the block looking for parking so that one imaginary guy sometime when I'm not on the street can just... And I'm like, no. And also, if you ride a bike, just ride a regular bike. All right, it's a good design. 2 wheels, a seat, you're up here, ride. You ever see a weird one where you're like, why couldn't you get the normal one? I couldn't. I saw one person riding the bike, they had one of the lay-down bikes. You ever see one of those? Has there ever been an exercise that looks more court-ordered than just someone's worried doctor? You need to start exercising. Like, all right, but I'm not sitting up, all right? I'm gonna look like a gurney got loose out of the back of an ambulance. That's what I always think of every time I see one of these. It looks like a gurney got loose out of the back of it. And I can just imagine EMT people trying to chase him down. Man, we gotta get you to the hospital. I canceled my health insurance this year. I also did that. Yeah, that was not the best idea. I canceled my health insurance right after I got the second shot of the vaccine because I was like, well, I don't need this anymore. I'm good. And I'm not making this up. The day I canceled my health insurance, I went to a show, and the comedian that was on before me announced to the crowd that she was just diagnosed with a brain tumor. And I was in the back of the crowd, and I went, brain tumors. I totally forgot about brain tumors. I gotta call Kaiser Permanente and see how canceled I really canceled it, It's nice to be out again. My fiance and I just recovered from COVID. Don't worry, I tested clean, so I'm allowed to be inside again. We got COVID. We got COVID late, which is lame, because it's not even cool anymore. It was so lame. Like, we somehow dodged it for 2 years, and then we got vaccinated, then we got it. And I posted it, and nobody cares. Nobody cares when you get COVID now. I'm late to everything. This is like me in skinny jeans all over again. I got them, and everyone's like, yeah, we don't do that anymore. And I'm like, dang, I just came around. Yeah, we got COVID, and here's the weird part. We both had the same symptoms, but my symptoms were 4 days later. So for the first 4 days, we thought I was asymptomatic. And I found out that if you're in a relationship and your significant other has symptoms and you're asymptomatic, that A now stands for asshole. That's what that means. She was so mad that I was fine. She was like, nothing? You don't feel anything? I'm like, no, I'm pretty good. And she's like, I hate you. And then 4 days later, I'm like, I'm starting to feel like crap. She's like, nice, all right. Let's get into it. We ended up both losing our taste and smell, which I don't know if that's happening in here. This is the most frustrating thing to deal with. We didn't have taste and smell just in time for Thanksgiving. Which I don't know if anyone here has done Thanksgiving without taste or smell, but it is a waste of time. That is the biggest waste of time. Doing Thanksgiving without taste or smell, it's like going to an orgy with erectile dysfunction. That's like that it is. You're like, I guess I'll just stand in the corner and watch, I guess. What's that taste like? Does it smell good? I don't know. We ended up still doing Thanksgiving, but we just got 2 Cornish game hens, because they're cheaper, and what's the point, right? We can't taste it. And she still worked hard to, make it good, and then she's like, how is it? I'm like, it's warm. Crispy. The parts that should be, they're crispy. That's all I can tell you. I never realized how important taste and smell was. I can't. It sucks. It's upsetting. I was angry at nobody. Just I can't smell. Definitely more baths. You wash more. You brush your teeth more when you don't know. When you do this and you're like, I got nothing. More gum immediately. Yeah, I guess I gotta go get health insurance again. I don't know. I guess the Omicron is coming. That one's the bad one. I hate it. This is the 3rd one. We had the original and the Delta and now Omicron. And I don't even know if that's how you say it, but that's how I like it. I mean, with this one, at this point, doesn't it feel like the Earth is just trying out pesticides to get rid of us? Did anyone else grow up in a house with roaches? At first, you get the original raid, and it kills some of them, but there's still too many, and then you gotta get the next one. That's what Omicron feels like. I feel like Earth is at a grocery store going, Omicron, that shit sounds serious. Let's do that one. And if that doesn't work, we're gonna have to tent the planet. Thank you. Guy in the back. That joke was for him. Everyone's like, that's not fun. We're getting sad. Please bring it down. Yeah, it's fun that we hate each other over stuff. I like that. I was afraid this virus might bring us together. I really was. When the pandemic started, I'm like, oh no, this might bring us together. But thank God, humans are still humans, so we're like, no, we can make this political too. Isn't that magical? We're like, we'll hate each other no matter what. If Don Lemon or Tucker Carlson talk about it, we'll pick sides. That's the 2 groups. That's why I stopped watching the news, because I realized that I ended up just not having an opinion of my own. I would get into an argument with somebody, and I'm like, I think I just said what Don Lemon said. And I think you just said what Tucker Carlson said.
And then there'd be a third guy who's like, hey, did you guys know birds are actually drones? And you're like, oh, you listen to podcasts. All right. Everyone just regurgitates what they know. I don't know. It feels like the world's getting back to normal. There's been more mass shootings, which is good. You know? That means we're getting back to the swing of things. You know what that made me realize? Like all the mass shootings, as soon as everything opened. You know what that made me realize? While I was at home looking out the window going, I can't wait to go outside. There was a mass shooter with a gun like, me too. I also want to go out there. I'm so lonely. I'm just at home with my gun. And there's no one to shoot. What a sad existence. It almost makes you connect with the person. I'm like, I know, we both miss people, don't we? We both miss gatherings. I like that. You guys laughed at that because, boy, I really gambled that early. That was an early gamble, you know? Maybe I should have built a rapport first. Going right into it. Yeah, they had that shooting at the school in Michigan, and I read about it, and apparently the kid used a gun that his father bought on Black Friday. And I'm like, that might be the most American sentence that I've ever read in my entire life. He bought a gun on Black Friday, and then he shot up the school, and I just, like a bald eagle, flew in the background. It's like the most American thing I've ever read. All right, that was the last one, and I'm sorry. I just wanted to get that out. I haven't been performed here before. It's been a couple of years, and then I haven't been to Huntington Beach, but I've been seeing you guys on the news. Well done staying relevant. It's good. Other cities just kind of hit, and you're like, this is our time to shine. Oh yeah! It's 3 places I saw on the news during the pandemic: Huntington Beach, Florida, and Texas. Look at you guys, we're doing it, alright? I guess I should have known, but I guess I didn't, I always thought that about Huntington Beach, but I didn't know it. Then I saw it. I'm like, I guess, yeah. Well, that makes sense. I got the vaccine, I got the Moderna thing, which I didn't know was such a weird thing to say out loud. That's like a divisive thing to say, I got vaccine, and someone goes, what? Like, I had a friend of mine get mad at me, a childhood friend. He's like, why'd you get that vaccine? And I'm like, because I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I never went to college. I didn't like it. Like, science class? I was into it until they put math in it. Alright? Like, I liked science in middle school. We dissected a frog. We learned about something. And then in high school, I'm like, I still like science. And they're like, hey, you know how you can't do algebra? Well, we brought it into this class. It's called chemistry, and this is where you quit. And that's where I quit. That's where I quit science. Right there, sophomore year. And so I never went to college. I had a 2.75 GPA from high school, which isn't stupid. It's also not smart. Just average. Just an average guy. Just average, you know. Don't ask me to do the tip. You know, just the average whatever. And there was a virus, and these nerds came on my TV looking all nerdy. And they're like, hey, you should go get the vaccine. Because we went to college longer than you went to regular school. And I'm like, okay, I'll listen to you. I don't know, in a lab coat, you know, what do I know? So I went and got the vaccine. And apparently, I think it's still 70-30, like 70% of the country has it, 30% didn't. And my friend's part of the 30. And I'm like, well, I did it because I listened to Nerds. Didn't you hear the Nerds? And he's like, yeah, I heard the Nerds, but I also listened to a jiu-jitsu podcast. And they recommended that we reconsider. And I was like, all right. And by the way, I'm not knocking you. I don't care. I don't care if you got the vaccine or didn't. I just went with the Nerds on this one. That's all. If I want to learn how to get abs when I'm 60, I'll watch the jiu-jitsu one. These kettlebells? What are we gonna do? Just this? Just this until my girlfriend gets younger? Like, what? All those guys, that's why I'm scared. I don't want to just do this. Younger! And we're becoming R. Kelly. Too many kettlebells. I'm sorry, I just watched it last night. I waited 2 years to watch the R. Kelly one, and I was like, oh. Yeah, we're not listening to Ignition anymore. And I mean it. I'm not one of those people. If you don't want to get the vaccine, I don't care. Do it. Don't do it. Leave me alone. I drove by, we had a protest in San Diego of like people going, I don't want the vaccine. You know, they're big signs and they're yelling it. And I drove by and I got to look at them and I'm like, you know what? I don't want them to have the vaccine. I got a good look at all of them. They all look like somebody that would keep my flight from taking off. They open their nose. And I'm like, I'm good with you, gotta have it. I'm on your side, to be quite honest. I'm vaccinated, but I'm on your team. So, listen, and now we're back, I think. I don't know. I think the pandemic's over. Is it? I don't know. I don't know, but when it is over, there should be like an official statement. Quit leaving us in limbo. So we should come out and go, hey everybody, it's over. And I think that person should be Greta Thunberg. And I think that's who should do it. Do you guys know Greta Thunberg? She's the little girl he does. It's alright, I'll explain it. She's a young lady who lives in like Iceland or Norway, one of those sad countries. You know those like up there sad countries where they're like smart and well dressed, but at the same time you're like, you're sad, aren't you? Tell yourself. I think she should be the one to tell us that the pandemic's over. Give that little girl some good news to give us. Every time she shows up, it's the worst news ever. She was like the groundhog. Bad news. Every 6 weeks she comes out, she goes, hey, we're all still dying. And we're like, it's great. I was doing okay until you said that, but yeah, thank you for reminding me. And I'm not making fun of her. She's smart, and I'm not even disagreeing with what she's saying, but I'm like, she scares me. She scares scares me. Like, I'm not a father, and part of the reason is because I'm like, I might have a Greta Thunberg. I'm not knocking her. I'm sure she's a wonderful child, but she's also that all the time. Can you imagine that all the time? Just a dad trying to be a dad. And, oh, good morning, Greta. How are you? How'd you sleep? The polar ice caps are melting, Daddy. We'll all drown in seawater by noon. That's great, honey. I got some waffles ready for you. Just sit down, grab a napkin. How was ballet practice, sweetie? You got me non-biodegradable shoes. I'm gonna outgrow them in 6 weeks. Thanks, honey. It's a fear that I have. I thought the pandemic was over in March of this year, and I declared it over. I actually said it out loud to people. And I had no jurisdiction, but I saw a lot of people that had no jurisdiction, way worse, so I'm like, it's my turn. But I thought the pandemic was over in March of this year, because I was on a flight coming home from Kansas City, Missouri, doing some shows, and there's a lady who had a whole row to herself across the aisle, which is what we like to call first class in coach. She had the whole row to herself, and she laid down, face first into a seat cushion. Yeah, no pillow, no rolled up sweater, just face into a butt pad. And I'm like, yeah, I think the pandemic's over now. That's my reasoning. I think the pandemic's over right there, right as she's doing that. Because I was just thinking 12 months before that, just to go to the grocery store, I was dressed like I was clearing graphite off a rooftop in Chernobyl. I was wearing goggles, I had gloves, I was scared to squeeze an avocado. Like doing Reiki over them. Like, is this one right? Is that one good? No. Wrong every time. And then here we are 12 months later, and this lady's just motorboating and tells us secrets. I'm like, yeah, I think the pandemic's over right there. What was I wrong? We're fine. Yeah. I didn't remember how crazy things got, like, right away. Right away, people punching each other for toilet paper. That was hilarious. I would never fight anyone for toilet paper. I'll fight you for food. If we're out of food, I'll give it. I won't win, but I'll try. I'll put a swing in there, or at least try to entertain you for some. And something to my one skill, like, chicken wing? I might fight you for food. I'm definitely not fighting you for toilet paper. I couldn't believe that. Toilet paper? Like what? There's no running water at your house? Running water and old shirts. I was fine. Old workout shirts. I'm not gonna fight a stranger at a hospital. Went to Texas. That was the last place I toured. We did all four states of Texas. Like the big ones. I can't believe I even said it. We did San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, and Austin. Those are like the big ones. And I know there's more, but we did those, and it was fun. I like Texas. Right before we went there, they changed all the laws. They're like, abortion, 6 weeks, gun, everybody. And that's what we went into, which was interesting. One of the rules they took away, they said no more, you don't have to have a permit anymore to have an open carry gun. Which, my first question was, who was checking for paperwork? Who is that person that would see a guy in public with a gun and go, excuse me, sir? Do you have the proper documentation? I would never do that. If I was somewhere and someone had a gun, I'd be like, oh, obviously I'm in the wrong place. My GPS got me askew. But I have a bunch of friends in Texas. They were pumped on the new law, and they posted a little picture with their gun next to their head. And that was the part that bothered me, because I think guns look cool, and they made them look so lame. They made them look so lame in the little hole. Get your shirt tucked in. Just look like an old man that clips his cell phone on his belt. What are you going to call it? What are you doing? I'm not against guns, I'm not against open carry, but if I was there, I wouldn't. It'd be in my hand like a cell phone. Alright? Walk into places. What's up? Hey. How's it going? These seats taken? What's the deal? Waiting around. You're supposed to be cool, man. I shot a gun before. Last time was in Billings, Montana, which is appropriate. They had a comedy competition out there, and one of the days they took us out for a fun activity, they took us to a gun range. They
took 26 of the most irresponsible people to a gun range, and I thought there would be more rules, and there wasn't. There's just one guy in shorts. And he clearly loved these guns more than he loved people. Like, each gun that he described, he was just like, and I'm like, do you want to be alone? He loved these guns. And he was just like, have at them. And I was like, I thought there'd be more rules. But there wasn't. I shot a handgun called the Judge, which I never understood the appeal of the gun until I shot one, and I'm like, it feels so good, you just feel it in your bone marrow. You're like, I need this. And I was like having dreams about it, and I'm judge, jury, and execution. Like, I was just feeling so good, you know? I shot big guns too. They had like the AR-15s and AK-47s, which I was really scared to shoot those. Because I grew up on action movies, alright? I grew up on like Sylvester Stallone and Rambo. Remember, he'd always be shirtless, like holding on to those guns. He was ripped. It looked like it took all of his muscles to keep the gun straight. I don't have any of those, alright? I don't know how deceiving the shirt is, but I don't have any of those. I also don't have any baby oil. Like, I wasn't prepared. And I was scared to shoot it. I'm like, I don't think I have the equipment to keep it that way. Like, I was scared I was just gonna go, oh no! I think I just won the comedy competition. I've been in a self-help mode, this is a pandemic, and then, you know, you just try to get better as a person, so I started going to therapy. I've been to 3 therapy sessions. And one person wooed, everyone's like, I don't like that he's opening up this quick. We're 5 minutes into this set. Nobody's talking about your feelings. Feelings? They just came from jiu-jitsu. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Feelings? But yeah, I got signed up for therapy because I'm 34, and I came to the realization that I'm best at expressing myself and talking to people by doing this. This is how I prefer to interact with human beings. By being on stage where I'm elevated, illuminated, amplified, and I want it to be frowned upon if you interrupt me. That's how I want to communicate with humans. And I'm like, you better get this checked out. And I was dead on. There was a problem. I went to therapy. I was scared to go to therapy. I've never gone to therapy. I don't talk about my feelings. That's for in here. That's for in here. Oh, I got a problem. Keep it in there. Don't let it out. You're going to scare people off. If you let out these ideas out here, you're going to scare people off, which is stupid. Because during the pandemic, everyone's let their ideas out, and they've just formed groups. That Capitol riot, that was someone's idea. In here. And for his entire life, he's like, I gotta keep this in here. I'm gonna scare people off if I have this idea. And then he yelled it out, and some dude dressed like a yak appeared next to him. And he's like, that's a great idea. And then before I knew it, they had hundreds of thousands of people over there going, get in there. So I was scared. I was scared to release the inner thoughts, you know? So anyway, I started going to therapy, and I was terrified to go to therapy because I didn't know I'm not supposed to talk about my feelings. I'm going to go tell them to a stranger that I'm painting. Like, I don't know, it just felt weird. And the only way I can describe it, you've never been to therapy, the only way I can describe it, it's like a job interview where you have to be honest. Imagine that. Imagine going on a job interview, but you can't do any of the bullshit answers. You know what I mean? Where you're like, oh, my biggest setback, I care too much. Sometimes I care too much, you know, can't do any of that. Imagine that, going to a job interview and just be like, yeah, I'm just doing this till something better comes along. Anything, yeah, I'll be late 15 minutes every day. And that uniform, yeah, I'll wear that for the first couple of days, but that's going to get lost, definitely. But imagine that, going to a job interview where you have to talk about yourself because you have to be honest, and at the end, you never find out if you get the job. That's what going to therapy is like. It's like going to a job interview where you have to be honest at the end. They never tell you how you did. You just kind of leave by going, that's it for today. And then I went home, my fiance was like, how did it go? And I'm like, I don't think I got it. I don't think I got that job at all. And for some reason, I got a callback interview next week at the same time. We're going to figure out if I get it on the second one. Yeah.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching my video, all 15 minutes of it, much appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, consider joining my page. That's where you give me money every month, like Patreon. And go to my website, zoltancomedy.com. You can see my live dates. I have a show coming up in Omaha and some more. And sign up for my mailing list, so I'll let you know when I'm coming to a town near you.
One of our favorites, Zoltan!
Thank you very much. Oh, that died down so quick. You guys listen to that no heckling thing so good. You're like, oh, they said no, so shut up. Well, we're here, we're doing it. This is, it wasn't advertised how cold it was gonna be. And that's never advertised on any boating thing. They're like, yeah, it's a boat, there's water and sun, just bring your shorts. And everyone in shorts is pretty pissed off right now. Everyone's really cold. Yeah, look at this poor guy. Yeah, he's wearing his leopard skin jacket or something. Is that a zebra print if it was a leopard?
It's like a cheetah-zebra hybrid.
Everything about it.
It's something.
It's something that screams, I sell drugs for a living. We all know. You don't have to be ashamed. I mean, look at you know. Did someone just hit the foghorn on there? That's perfect. Yeah, it's definitely an eclectic group here. There's like a section. There's like a really hoity-toity section that like I feel good about. Like if this thing sinks, I know you guys, your parents have good lawyers. You know, like, I know at least my mom will be taken care of, you know? And then there's another section that just feels like YouTubers waiting for a boxing fight. It just kind of feels that way. They're like, I'm just waiting for Mayweather to get back to me, but I'm gonna punch him. This is nice. I like, this has to be the whitest thing I've ever done. And I go to a nursery, you know? My girlfriend and I go shop for plants, and this is whiter than that. They're like, we want to do a show outside, but I don't want the homeless riffraff. How do we get out of that? I'm pretty sure they can't swim with all their coats that they wear. Why don't we go out to sea? So here we are. This isn't really a comedy show. This is the sign of the future, all right? Eventually there's going to be so many homeless people, it's going to be Waterworld. You know, we're all going to be out here living on catamarans, all right? That's my favorite thing about, like, the homeless people. I live in Kensington. My girlfriend used to live in Little Italy, where there's a lot of them. And the favorite thing is like, where all these homeless people come from. That's the funny thing. It's like that we're shocked. It's like, what? Did everyone forget playing Monopoly? This is what we were taught. It's later in a Monopoly game. All right? You remember later in a Monopoly game, like an hour in, where there's like one guy killing it, another guy doing okay, a third guy hanging on, and then your uncle just walking around in the kitchen, just looking for something to eat, waiting for the game to finish. That's what those people are doing. They're walking around waiting for the game to finish because they ran out of colored money. That's all. But it's very nice to be here. The CDC said we don't have to wear masks anymore, which is cool. That was such an unexpected, great thing that happened today. You know, no one expected it, and they just came out, and they're like, you don't have to wear a mask anymore. It was so unexpected and joyful. It was like Christmas at your stepdad's place, but there was actually gifts under the tree. And you're like, what? He actually came through? This guy's alright. You know, the CDC took so much flack over the last 12 months, and now they're like, alright, these guys are alright. I don't know if they mean it, though.
you know, because they keep taking things back. They keep being like, you're allowed to do this, and they're like, never mind. So I'm waiting for them to take it back. But I don't know if they mean it. I don't know if they're just like saying, hey, no mask, so that people that never wore a mask now start wearing a mask. Like in some ultimate reverse psychology thing, you know? Like, I see why they're not doing it, because we're making them. How about no mask? Oh, don't tell me what to do. I think that's, honestly, I think, like, the CDC has been treating us like our parents have, you know? They've been making strict rules because they knew we weren't going to follow them, but they knew we'd do some of it, you know? It's like the speed limit. The speed limit's 65, but we all do 80, right? It would be like, you know, parents are like, clean your room. And we're like, we're not doing that, but, you know, I'll do my homework. You know, I'll make like a... No? Okay. That's an idea that I had. But that was 3 drinks ago. You have to be drunk on a boat because otherwise you're really just stuck out here. No one's ever been sober on a boat. You can't do it. If there's anyone in recovery, I don't know how you're doing it right now. We're just bobbing out here like a duck on a pond. But I can't feel my knees, so this is pretty fun. That's the way that goes. It's nice. I spent a lot of the pandemic working on myself. I don't know if you guys can tell, I've been working on my posture. I've been trying to stand up straight. And the reason I've been doing that is because I got an ad on Instagram asking me if I was slouching too much. And I was just scrolling stories. And they're like, are you slouching right now? And I looked in the mirror, and sure enough, I was like this. And I'm like, how close are you watching me? And what they were trying to do is some of these rubber bands that go around your shoulders, you know? And they make you stand like a guy you hate. You know what I mean? You know, those dudes that are just like all shoulders and Adam's apple every place they walk into. Their name's usually Trevor. They run a CrossFit gym. Might hit a little too close to home on this thing. I was thinking about not telling that, but we're here. Yeah. But what they were trying to do is sell these rubber bands, you know, make you stand like a Trevor, and I almost bought them. But then I'm like, I don't need that. I have mental strength. I can remind myself, you know, to stand up straight. So before I'd leave the house, I'd look in the mirror and go, all right, Zoltan, tits up. Here we go. Full marvelous Mrs. Maisel, you know, here we go. And you know what I learned? Standing up straight hurts my back. Like right now, pain. Right in the middle of my spine, right where all the bones meet. Very uncomfortable. You know what feels good? This right here. This right here has never hurt me once in my life. Never once have I been like this, like, ooh, we gotta straighten out. No. But I think this is where we're supposed to be. You know who I think had it right? That dude in the middle of the evolutionary chart. You know what I'm talking about? The cavemen? Like on this end was the dude crawling, and then the other end was a Trevor just walking upright. But that dude in the middle, just a healthy slouch. I think that's what we're supposed to be. That dude had that spot on. In fact, if you're looking for a friend, look for this posture. This is a good guy right here. This is a good dude. He'll never one-up your stories. He'll pick you up from the airport. He'll be early. He'll have Starbucks ready. This is a good guy. This dude, he will sleep with your girlfriend while you're going on that trip. He has too much confidence. I think I'm just going to accept my curved spine. That's who I am, you know, because I'm body positive. Hell yeah, body positivity. I'm not going to live up to, I'm not going to live up to Instagram standards and spinal cords. Mine has a bit of a hitch in it, and that's how I'm going to be, you know. I love the body positivity movement. If you don't know what it is, it's where your body sucks, but you love it anyway. And that's so great. I wish it was around earlier. That's my only knock on body positivity. Where was this when I was a chubby 12-year-old wearing a t-shirt in the pool? I could have used it then. Because I actually thought I looked thin, you know? And we know you don't. No one's ever looked thinner with a t-shirt in the pool. You look fatter than you ever did. That shirt just hugs all your voluptuous curves, you know? Not anymore, though. I'm body positive. I was at the beach last week. I took my shirt off. I don't care if my nipples don't match. I'm out there. Body positivity. My only other knock on body positivity, and I think it's gonna adjust. I just wish body positivity would move north to include the face. I don't know if you guys notice, it seems to cut off right around the neck. Like from here down, you gotta love your body. That's the body you got. From here up, oh yeah, you gotta fix that shit. You're like, why? That's your face. That's your beautiful face. Two people came together, they made love, and you are a product of that, you know? Be yourself. I like how no one's cheering that. I like how everyone's sitting there going, I have ugly parents. You should shut your mouth. I'm getting some of this fixed. Anyway, I do have a girlfriend, which is nice. Thank you very much, one person. The rest of this boat just feels like an orgy waiting to happen. Which I'm going to say right now, I can't do it. I have a shy erection. All right? It's going to take me a minute. I got one of those. Like, even if there's a roommate in the next room, I'd be like, can he leave? I got a shy erection. All right? I don't need people around when I'm doing my business. Yeah, I told a boat full of people that. Yeah. I want to leave you guys with some positivity. We're going to have a great show for you guys tonight. And, I mean, it's already proof we're bouncing back, you know? It's already happening. We don't have to wear masks anymore. And I already knew we were going to bounce back. I don't know if you guys remember this story, but a few years ago, there's a Southwest flight where the window blew out. The lady got sucked out of the window, and she died. Which is horrible. You remember that. You're nodding that you remember. Yeah, this is a true story. You can Google it. Window blew out, lady got sucked out, she died, which is horrible. And I know right now you're like, how are you going to make that positive? Well, you have to remember that the 100 other people on that flight still went on vacation after that. They bounced back immediately, and so have we. So let's celebrate that.
Hey, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, review, leave a comment. Join the page if you'd like to support monetarily. But what's more important than all of those things is live comedy is back. I'm back on the road. I have upcoming shows in San Diego, Seattle, Salt Lake City, Indianapolis, Chicago, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, Dallas, Austin, Houston, and San Antonio. If you want to keep up with all of these, go to my website, zoltancomedy.com, and if you scroll to the bottom of the page, sign up for my mailing list, and I'll just email you where I'm going to be. That's simple enough. Cheers, everybody.
Yeah, I like it. He doesn't like the military or the Mormons because he doesn't like groups of secrets. That's a good line. You guys should have laughed louder at that. You guys are a good group. I like this. I like the matching hats. Was that brought up earlier? That needs to be the first thing that needs to be addressed. And badges. Are you in a band? What? I would have been the first one to follow you on Spotify. If you guys are like, you're in a band, I'd be like, I'm in. Are you? Please tell me. You're not going to tell me? You're just going to sit there in uniform? All right. That's fine, yeah. Leave some mystery out there. Just so you know, I dig the look. I kind of want to do it. I kind of almost have that jacket. Just give me a badge and a hat, and we're in. They're also wearing badges. What do they say, U.S. Marshals? This is why I like living in this neighborhood. You know, like, if I go to other parts of the country, they're like, we don't like hipsters or whatever. I like people that are eclectic, all right? I don't want someone just wearing Eddie Bauer stuff all the time. I want to perform in front of two people with badges and hats up in the front, and they're kind of annoyed I'm bringing it up. They're annoyed, like, they're kind of looking at me like, yeah, we sat in the front. Yeah, we look like we might arrest people on PBS. But how dare you even bring that up? It's all right. Honestly, I'm into the look. I'm a fan. It's good. Did you have a good New Year's, you guys? It was all right. He had a good one. He's all right. I liked it. I had a good time. I was annoyed by a couple things. One, I'm annoyed by people who posted they had a sober New Year's. That's something you keep to yourself, all right? All right, like, what do you want out of that? What do you want out of that? To me, that's just as sad as someone posting they spent Valentine's Day by themselves. Both scenarios, you should drink, all right? What are you doing? Don't rub that in. Go have fun. The other thing I hated is I had a bunch of people on Facebook give their decade in review. Did anyone have that? Yeah, like, I don't, like, people just put a Yelp review on their last 10 years, and it was supposed to be uplifting, like, oh, in the beginning of the decade, it was blah, 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 but at the end of the decade, and I read every one, and I just went, I wouldn't read this at your eulogy, all right? This is depressing. Did anyone read one that ended that great? It was just like, well, in the beginning, I had a job I didn't really like. And then I was dating someone, they were awful. But now I got a job that's good. And the person I'm with, I have to say good things about because I'm with them. Like, I read it. It wasn't that accomplishing. Like, I would be depressed to write all this out. But people are so, you know... That's why I think a little bit of depression is healthy. Like, a lot of depression, go get some help, you know? And I support you and all that. But a little depression, I have, like, I feel the healthy amount of depression where it just keeps me humble and likable. Does that make sense? Like, you ever meet someone that's never been depressed in their entire life, and they're just like, every day's an opportunity! And you're like... I kind of want to drown you in a bucket. I'll be honest with you. If there was a bucket and I had the willpower, I'd hold you there until you stop struggling. I have, like, the right amount of depression. It's like, it's perfect. It just keeps me level, you know? Like, if I'm on a plane and there's, like, turbulence, I don't want it to go down. But if it does, I won't scream the loudest. Does that make sense? Like, I'll do, like, the but... I won't be the loudest, you know? So that's where that is now. You guys are good folk. Yeah, I didn't like New Year's, didn't like Christmas. Christmas is weird. Because I don't have any I'm in my 30s, I don't have any kids. It's not for me. That's why Christmas was just Wednesday. I hung out at my mother's house on a Wednesday. That's all that happened. Dude, if you don't have kids... That's what Christmas is for. It's for children, parents of children, and grandparents of children. If you're not one of those three things, stay home, all right? It's not for you. It's not. Celebrating Christmas in your 30s without kids, it's like going to a high school you used to go to watch the football game. Like, dude, unless you got a kid on that field, you need to get the hell out of here. Because everyone's taking mental notes on what to tell the sketch artists. That's what's going on right now. You guys were wonderful. I've been Zoltan Kaszas. Thank you very much, everybody.
Clap it up for Zoltan, you guys. Clap it up for Zoltan.
Hey, thank you. Yep. Woo! You can turn off that hip hop. All right. They picked that for me. They're like, Zoltan's coming up. We better put on some jams, you know? 'Cause that's who I am. All right, or not. Everyone got quiet. This is good. This feels very weird. This feels like I'm doing a show for spirits. I just see candles. I hear laughter, but I don't see any faces. This sounds like a nightmare that I've had once. This whole year has been. I mean, I'm doing a show at the park. I mean, if someone would have came up to me in January and they said in 9 months you're gonna do a show at the park, I'd be like, why? What happened? Like, what? Did I get Me Too'd? What the hell happened? Why am I no longer allowed indoors? And they're like, oh no, don't worry, it's gonna be the end of the world. Definitely feels like it, man. There's protests, there's riots, there's violence, there's viruses, there's hurricanes. God is trying to ruin his Sim City. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if anyone else is like this. This made me feel old. I don't like that we did this at the bottom of the hill. This is such an awful walk back to my car. Like, my back's hurting just from standing there because I'm at a tilt. I'm at an age now where I gotta be on, level it out, you know? Or don't invite me. If your stuff's on a slant, I'm not going. This is how I have to stand while I'm over there trying to do my draft. That's what I got here. I'm doing my fantasy football draft. It's late round, so when it comes up, we're gonna do a consensus pick. 'Cause I don't know who these guys are. Just watching fake sports with no audience. That's fun, isn't it? Anyone doing that? Watching the fake sports with no crowd? Yeah, I just feel like I was watching basketball. Felt like I was on the sidelines at the Y, just waiting to get tapped into a pickup game. It's like, oh, they're gonna get me soon. Harden's fat. He can't play the whole game. Yeah, you gotta know sports to get that one. It's been horrible. Yeah, I haven't been into it. I didn't like it, and I still don't. The only thing I've been doing is just buying stuff on Amazon. When a new package drops off at my doorstep, I'm happy for 10 seconds. That's it. I'm sad all day, and then they drop something off, and I'm like, something, something, something. And I'm buying stuff I don't need. Like I bought a French press. That's what I bought during the pandemic. I bought a French press. And I only bought it because I needed making coffee to take up more of my day. I used to have a Keurig, and Keurig was for the life we used to have when I was on the go. I had flights to catch, and I needed just to drop in a thing and go. I gotta go. There's an Uber waiting. I need the coffee. But now I'm like, I Googled what's the longest way to make coffee. And there was a picture of this archaic machine called the French press. And I'm like, sold, give me that. And that's perfect. I gotta boil water now. I had to buy a kettle. I didn't have a kettle. Who has a kettle? This isn't England. I don't have a queen. I had to buy a kettle, then I gotta boil water, and then I put the dirt in the cup. And then it takes like 20 minutes to make coffee, and that's great. And then I only have 23 hours and a half left to cry until the next day that I need coffee. I also bought a projector. That was the other dumb purchase I made. I bought a projector only because I had taken a little edible, and I was watching TV in my living room. And I was like, yeah, but what if I want to watch TV on that wall? Or on that wall? Or the ceiling? I need a projector. And then I got one. Still haven't plugged it in, but it's there. I've been focusing on things that didn't matter. Like I got an ad on Instagram that told me I was slouching too much, which they're watching me too strong to notice that. Like, it's one thing to hear my voice and go, I want a couch, and then you flood me with couch ads. But to know that I'm slouching, that's terrifying. And I do slouch. I didn't notice till they said the ad, and I'm like, oh, I looked in the mirror, and there I was, just doing this. And I'm like, how do they know? Damn it. And they were selling some dumb rubber bands that you tie around your shoulders so you can walk around like someone you hate, you know? You know, I didn't buy the rubber bands, but I tried to not just slouch, you know, I was like trying to be conscious of it. I'm like, shoulders back, tits up, you know, trying to be good. And you know what I found out? This hurts. Like, this hurts my back. Not slouching hurts right in the middle of my spine. You know what feels good? Right there. That feels amazing. I've never complained. Right here? Ugh. You know what I figured out? The dude in the middle of the evolutionary chart, that guy had it dead on. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not talking about the guy all the way off to the left walking on all fours, but that guy in the middle, that's a good guy. You know, the guy at the end just walking upright, that guy will have sex with your girlfriend and not even think twice about it. He works at a CrossFit gym and he doesn't care about you. It's Trevor's time to shine, always. That's not a good guy. That guy in the middle with the shoulders rolled forward, that's a good guy, all right? He'll never one-up your stories, you know, he'll always listen. He'll pick you up at the airport. That's a solid individual. So if you slouch, don't feel bad about it. It just means you're a good human. And if you have a straight back, well, congrats on all the sexing you're having. Because that's solid work right there. It's been weird. I haven't enjoyed any of this. I like the people that are like, I like it. This has been, no you don't. Shut up. Stop faking it. Just be honest. It sucks. It sucks, but it's not good enough to complain about later, you know? Like, I know when I'm a grandparent, one of my grandkids are gonna ask me, like, hey, what was the pandemic like? And I'm like, oh, it was you know, we couldn't go outside sometimes, and then we had to wear a mask, and that's how I found out I was deaf. I didn't know I had been reading lips for 33 years of my life until I was forced to wear a mask at a grocery store, and I was yelling through it because I couldn't see the lips of the cashier. I accidentally donated to some kids in a country I've never heard of, and I was trying to say no, but she didn't hear that, and I didn't hear her say her piece. It's been bad. You know, fought with your grandmother. Why? Because she was just around a lot. She had nowhere to go. I had nowhere to go. And I'm like, well, we're here. Let's do it. You know? That's what it was. What was the worst part? I downloaded TikTok. That was probably the worst part. I'm trying to make a video. Damn, those kids are creative. I got nothing. I have so many discarded videos on my TikTok app where I go, this is stupid. So many of those. Maybe that would be a hashtag one day. Look at this person coming in with a whole light. All right. I love it. Did people always hang out at the park like this? I don't think so, right? This has brought parks back. Like, somewhere there's just like a park ranger so happy right now. They're like, I knew the parks would come back around. This is why I went to 8 years of community college. This badge is real. I wish Mom was alive to see me now. Parks are back, baby. Once things open up, we'll never come outside again. We'll be so happy, like, come back indoors. And you know it's gonna shut down. I know we kind of opened up again, but we already know. They already did it. They opened up. Why? Because we yelled. Remember the first time? They're like, we were just like, we want haircuts. And they're like, all right, go try. And then we went, and then the number spiked up, and they're like, see, you can't. And we're like, damn it. No one knows what to do. The reopening phase is like dealing with like a significant other you got into an argument with. That's how we've been dealing with the reopening phase. You know, when you get in an argument with a significant other, you like go in separate rooms for a couple hours. And then after a couple hours, you come up to the door and you're like, is this okay? And then you walk in slowly and sit down next to her. Is this okay? And then you go to touch her. She's like, don't touch me. You're like, all right, that was where the line was. And I found it. I'm such an idiot, man. I was so optimistic. And that's the worst thing you can be in today's world is optimistic. You will get disappointed every day. Don't wipe the tears away. Keep them running. You're going to need them. Because something else is coming. Just wait. I know it's a horrible thing to say, but that's what I learned. I actually thought this pandemic was going to bring us all together. Because there's a famous quote that says, to bring people together, you need to have a common enemy. And then the virus came around, I'm like, perfect, there's a virus. And then we were together for like 3 days. Remember that? We had like 3 sweet days in March when we were all on the same page. Remember that? All those, like, everyone's like, we're in this together. And celebrities had their phones like, we're in this together. And we're like, yeah, you're in a mansion, but okay. Yeah. We're in this together. We were together for like 3 days. And then the 4th day, someone's like, that virus is a Democrat. And it was over. So we actually made the virus political. We're so awful. And that scares me, because that means we're never going to band together. Like, if the aliens ever do attack, we're not going to band together to fight the aliens. We're just going to be like, oh, let's see how they vote in November. You guys might be on the right side. Figure it out. The world's changed so much just in my lifetime, you know? 33, which to some of you is a million. Okay, maybe not. Maybe there are more people closer to my age. Okay, one guy. Everyone else is pretending to be an actor in Hollywood. Don't let your age out. We can tell. Man, so much has changed in just my life. Like now we have, there's more genders now. We have extra genders, which is cool. I'm a fan of that, by the way, just in case anyone's trying to end my career. I'm a fan of the extra genders. Big fan. Love the extra genders. But I grew up in a time when there was only 2 genders, and now there's more, and I'm all for them. Hell yeah. Support all the extra genders. But there's some people that are against the extra genders, and even though I don't agree with them, I see where they're coming from. Because I went to 12 years of public school, and I was taught that Pluto was a planet. And then a year after I graduated, they're like, Pluto's no longer a planet. And I'm like, too late. You spent 12 years telling me it was. That's a planet forever. And then a few years after that, they came out on the news and like, hey, Pluto's a planet again. And I'm like, that's what I thought. I knew you'd come back around. So I feel like that's what those dudes that are against the extra genders are like, it's coming back around, you just wait. I don't think it is, but you know, you can be mad about something that doesn't matter. I think the problem is I'm a straight man. That's what I am. they call that a cis male. And yeah, it sounds gross, doesn't it? That's my only issue with the extra genders, is we got a gross name. Everyone else has a cool name. Because everyone else, like, just transgendered, like, oh, you're a superhero? That sounds amazing. I'm pansexual. What? You're a master of the culinary arts? That sounds great. I'm non-binary. You're not even from this planet? Wow! And you're like, what am I? I'm a cis male. Like, ugh, how long do you have to live? Well, I'm white, so about 6 more months, and then they're gonna off us all. Oh boy, it's fun. I don't know if you guys are on the internet reading the comments, but yeah, this virus needs to be a whole lot stronger. Does anyone else get that feeling? Like, I want to go back to my boxing class as much as everybody else, but I'm reading those comments and I'm like, you need to up that. Like, we should stop being mad at people that don't want to wear masks, but we should make them, like, lick a handrail. Like, that's cool, you don't have to wear them. Give me your face right here. All right, we just need to speed this up. Look at that, moon is beautiful. Look at that. Ah, it's gorgeous. Before this, I never saw the moon. I never said those words in my entire life. What I just said right there? Never once have I just been, when things were normal and I was allowed to get a burrito at 1 a.m., I never just turned and went, wow, the moon is gorgeous today. But when you take everything away, I'm like, man, that thing's beautiful. Look at all those craters. Can you believe it? We went up there. Can you believe that? We went all the way up there. What a stupid thing to do. We went up there in the 60s. What magic have we grown to learn from going on the moon? Nothing. Just every other person's uncle going, we never landed on it. That's all we got out of it. Nothing serious. But it's been good. The best part of this pandemic for me is I got to do it with a girlfriend. If someone's doing this single, I don't know how you're doing it. You must be making a lot of tie-dye t-shirts. I don't know how you're pulling it off. How much banana bread are you baking to get through this single? My girlfriend and I, we've been seeing each other since last October. I don't know how many months that is, but we're coming up on a year. And it's good. It's good. We still like each other. We now know each other, you know? And if you would have talked to me in like the first couple months, I would have been like, we like each other, but we don't really know each other yet. Because, you know, no one's honest in the beginning. Everyone's just showing their best parts in the beginning, you know? No one has road rage in the first 2 months of dating somebody. You ever have that? You're dating someone new and you're in the car, someone cuts you off, and you're like, whoa, wow, all right. I guess that's how some people drive. I see it. You want to follow him? I'm going to follow him. No one's their true self in the beginning. It slowly starts to come out. The first month or so of a relationship is like watching like a movie trailer, you know? You can watch a movie trailer to any movie, and you're like, this movie looks awesome. We got to see this movie. Then a few months later, you watch the actual movie, and you're like, oh, they left some parts out. Some key points that were not mentioned. It's nice. I like it. When we first started dating, the only thing I didn't like about her is she called me an alcoholic, which I didn't appreciate. The first time she said it, I thought she was joking. Quite honestly. She was like, you're an alcoholic. And I'm like, nah, you know. I thought she was just saying I was a good time, man. Like, you're an alcoholic. And I'm like, But then she kept saying it. She's like, you're an alcoholic. And I'm like, oh, all right, yeah. And she's like, you're an alcoholic. I'm like, all right, this isn't funny anymore. And she's like, oh, I was never joking. And I was like, oh. I was like, why would you call me an alcoholic? And this was months ago. This was last year. And she's like, well, I was like, why would you call me an alcoholic? And she's like, let me ask you, how often do you drink? And I go, every night. And she goes, see? And I'm like, see what? I drink every night because I do this every night. I used to do it indoors, you know? This is part of the job. This is what I do. So I'm like, well, let's ask Google. So I pulled out Google, I put in MI, and Google was like, an alcoholic? And I was like, all right, we're off to a rough start. It's not a good start. But I did find something on Google that said, as a grown man you're allowed to have 14 drinks per week, so 2 drinks per night, and not be considered an alcoholic. So some weeks, she was right. But she should focus on the week she was wrong. Because I drank every night because I did this every night. I would do a show every night. I would do a show I'd do a show on Thursday, and then I'd drink because it's Thursday, and then I'd do a show on Friday. And it's Friday. I'm going to drink, and then Saturday. And then Monday, I would do a show at a brewery. That's where they make it. I was walking in, they're like, would you like a fresh one right off the teat? I'm like, hell yes! Let's get it going. I don't know, I drank every night because I did this every night. During the pandemic, my alcohol intake has actually gone way down. Weed intake through the roof, but the alcohol intake kind of low, except for when I lay in my baby pool. I forgot to mention that I live in a studio apartment and I have a baby pool. Yep. And I sit in that sometimes and sip White Claws. And my neighbors peek out their window and they're like, oh, we didn't know the apocalypse was going to look like that. We thought there would be more hellfire, not just a 30-something-year-old man naked sipping a White Claw. But you know what? It's Tuesday. We're getting it. I want to leave you guys with something positive because I said some negative stuff out here. And, you know, because it's the truth. But I want to leave you guys with something positive. We're going to get through this, and it's not even going to be a good story, like I told you. It's not even going to be a good story. But we are going to get through this because people are resilient, like naturally. Human beings bounce back naturally all the time. And the best story I can tell you to represent that is, I don't know if you remember, but a couple years ago, there was a Southwest flight where a window blew out, and a lady got sucked out of the window, and she died. I know, right now you're thinking, how are you going to make that positive? Well, you have to remember, there was 100 other people on that plane, still went on vacation after that. They bounced back immediately, and so will we. Good night, everybody.